off for another camp today. I'm in a little place called Huia, and so far we've got good weather. However, the clouds are coming over. We are supposed to get showers. I can feel the showers starting. Showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. So I need to get moving, but I will bring you back when we get to the campsite. I'll talk to you soon, Kiwis. Cheers. Right guys, this is a new one for me. Just followed the track. It's literally 5 minutes from the car park. We've got to cross the stream in front of us, and the campground is literally just over there. Should have took the boots off and waded through the water. Trying to walk across the rocks was a bit slippery, and it was well, it was a little deep. So I've got my waterproof boots are no longer waterproof. They got water inside them. They're squelchy and horrible. So I have to try and dry those somehow. And yeah, not brilliant, but it is what it is, I suppose. Typical Kiwi, camping Kiwi fashion. I ballsed it all up. I'm just going to try and find a nice spot. Right, guys. So obviously the kids have been playing, or someone have been messing around. But there's a little bushcraft shelter just there. If push comes to shove, we can sleep in that tonight. I don't know if it'll be big enough with my mat and everything, but we could have a crack at it. But it's going to rain, so it's going to get wet in there. I just need to find a spot. I'm thinking probably here. I can put the tarp up on the ground between those two trees, that one and that one, and just sit in there. I've got cover on the back of me from the wind and from the front, so it's just water from above. So I'm picking I could even do an A-frame, so we shall see. Getting a bit overcast now, and the clouds are starting to come in. Hurry up and find a spot. But again, council say you can get 40 people on here. I probably struggle to agree with that, but because of the way that the ground is shaped. Got a little hut over there. I just need to find where the toilet is. Get my shelter up. Alright, let's have a quick walk around and see. So guys, this is where we are at the moment. That there is the little eating shed, so I might use that later to sit there and cook my dinner rather than sitting on the floor. But yeah, so we're actually in the Waitakere Ranges, and this is where we are today. Just give you a bit of a 360 tour. Yeah, so we've got the stream just ahead of us, which is absolutely stunning. That's where our water's coming from tonight. And then we've got thick bush, as you can see. So I'm right by the stream. Auckland Council have cordoned this portion off here because we have kari tree here. So we have a kari tree just here that's going up in the background. So obviously to protect the tree from kari dieback, they're trying to stop people from going through. And then you've got a little rat box and just like there. So, but I'm going to try and pitch my tarp just here. Just after the bag there's a small depression. I'm going to put the tarp over the top of the depression. I might tie it to the woodwork there and then have a pole out there, but I'm going to do it side on. There's going to be the rain won't drive in from that right hand side near the trees. It's just this side. So let's get set up and let's get that done. Right, Kiwis, so this is the setup tonight, the star-shaped tarp. Then we'll get my bedding in and get it set up, but this is where we're sleeping tonight. Rain's held off so far, but it does look like we're going to get some showers. It's a lovely sunny warm day though, so yeah, let's get in and see what it's like, and then I'll bring you back and we'll have a little chat. Well, Kiwis, as you can see, I'm inside my little tarp shelter at the moment, just getting a few things ready. I will spin you around and show you in a second, but as you can see, got my wet socks out there trying to dry off. My wet boots are down there. So yeah, so the stream crossing was a bit of a disaster. I didn't get the footage because it was just too slippery, so I'd put my phone and everything away. But as soon as I stepped on the rocks, splop, straight into the water, over ankle deep. So straight into the top of my boots, wet feet. What are you gonna do? If it was winter, I would be really worried because it gets quite cold, and I have got spare socks, brought them with me because I knew I was doing a stream cross. So I've got my spare socks. But at the moment it's nice and dry. The grass is it's easy to walk on, so I'm quite happy wandering around in barefoot. I'll put some socks on tonight before bed, keep my feet nice and warm. I've got a couple of things. I've got my puffy jacket, I've got my camp hat, my beanie, and my thermals just in case. I'll spin you around and I'll show you the inside just so you can see what's going on, and yeah, you'll get a feel for how we're camping today. Okay, that's not a very good look, but here we go. So there we have it. So I've got the homemade pillow. I've got my old blue cocoon sleeping bag in there. Obviously my Mountain Warehouse bivvy bag, my Intense Outdoors air mat, and my Odyssey 1 footprint. So as you can see, I've got that all laid out. That's all lofted, and I just thought I'd do that and get it all done. As you can see, there's quite a lot of space underneath the tarp itself. That's going to create a lot of airflow. The wind is coming from that direction, blowing this way, so we're going to get quite a lot of airflow in here, and hopefully that means that there won't be too much condensation. What I also have done is my mount for my phone. I realised the bottom half of this pulls apart of my Woburn phone selfie stick, if you like. So I've put that on there, and I can now have the Woburn light attached to my ring. But what I've also found is that if I need more light, I can put the Olight O bulb when it's on, and it'll be in the center, but it moves, so I can swish it around so it's not in my eyes and all that sort of stuff. So that's really cool. What else? Oh, so today I've brought the big British Army Bergen. Best buy that. Brilliant. That wasn't even full. I've been quite light, I believe, from on my usual camps. Got a little 12-volt fan, which is lovely because there is a lot of airflow, but sometimes it's just nice to have just a bit more, just to dry myself off a bit. I've got my electrics, my power bank. All my other electrics are in here. I am going to have one of these beauties soon, but I'm not sure which one to have first. The Brixton Pale Ale, the Copacabana IPA Brute, or the Hazy IPA Diamond Head. Not sure which one, but I'm sure they're going to be fantastic. Urban Breweries in Auckland does a great job. Right, Kiwis, so as I'm all set up, it's time for a step 2, so I'm going to grab myself one of these, the Urbanaut Brixton Pale Ale. As you know, the last couple of videos have been raving about Urbanaut. They are a brilliant brewery. Everything that I've had so far has been fantastic. So Kiwis, if you're in obviously you're in New Zealand, or if you're visiting New Zealand, give them a try. Go to the supermarket, give them a whirl. They're fantastic. This isn't a sponsored ad. by any means. This is just a really, really good beer. Anyway, with that said, let's get it open. Let's get it tried. Sounds good. Urban Brewery's Brixton Pale Ale. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well, there's not a lot to do here. I'm just going to sit down for a minute, finish my pale ale. We open up the bag of mystery. Oh, so I have a crunchy bar. Yeah, I'll have one of that in a minute. I've also got some ration pack biscuits. I've got the jam sandwich biscuits, which is just like the rings with the jam in the middle. Yep, the jammy Dodgers. I've got some, these are quite broken. A bit disappointed they got broke in the bag, but I have some cream crackers just in case. Cold pack. I do have some strawberry jam to go with the cream crackers. For breakfast tomorrow, I've got muesli. I've brought out today, so let's just go through the snacks. And then I've got some Booja mix, which I'll have a bit later, just a snack. So I also have, which I'm going to have in just a second, is a raspberry fruit bar from my New Zealand ration pack. So there we go. But tonight's evening meal, I have corn mince, a couple of soft shell tacos, some taco mix, spice mix. To add a bit of heat, I've got my, as always, I've got my chili flakes. And to go with the mince, we have some black beans and charred sweet corn with lime and herbs. So they're going to go into there as well. So that's all going to get cooked up later. Oh, and a bit of oil just to put in the pan to stop the plant-based mince sticking. I'm going to pop all this back in. All except the crunchy bar. So that is our evening meal and breakfast for tomorrow. Like I say, I've got a few snacks, but that's it. I will open up another step 2.5, I suppose. This is the Copacabana Brut IPA. Never had this. Going to give it a try now, just to see. So let's give it a whirl. Excuse me. Ready? I don't know what it is with Urban, but I haven't had a beer from them that I haven't enjoyed. Yes, there's some I don't enjoy as much as others, like the cookies and cream stout, which was almost as good as Guinness. Almost, not quite, but almost. It was fantastic. But yeah, they do a really, really good beer. Anyway, cheers to you all. I'm going to finish this, and I might take a walk around the campsite now. It's starting to quieten down a bit, and I'll show you around a little. Cheers, Kiwis. Talk soon. Right, guys, sorry about that. I had a couple of people stop me just looking for the waterfall track, but yeah, so it's not a bad little campsite. There's a lot of people just behind me where I've come from. I don't know if you can see them, but there's probably 15 or 20 people just splashing around in the stream. The couple I spoke to have just come from another campsite, which is one of the ones I want to visit. So we're back at the tarp now. I might just do a little bit of reworking around on the tarp, but let's see. Anyway, I'll bring you back shortly. So guys, yep. So I'll get my water from here. I can walk down the beach. in the soggy boots when I put them on. That's great. The composting toilet is just round the corner and up the hill a little. Basically it's there. Well guys, so that's a little walk around. The clouds are starting to come over. It's still, we didn't get the showers. We were told, well, the weather forecast said we should get showers from 11 o'clock onwards, but it's been a blistering day. I don't know what the temperature's been. Not quite sure what that is at the moment. Yeah, but I'll find out what the temperature is or was, and I will pop it up there. But in the meantime, it would be rude, seeing as how I've still got one left. It'd be rude not to drink the other Urbanaut. So this one is the Urbanaut Diamond Head Hazy IPA. Watch the face. Let's see what happens. Cheers, guys. Oh, look at that rosy red nose. That's some sun, that is. Let's go. Oh, it smells good. It smells really good. Oh, this is lovely. It does say on the can, sit back and relax. This beer is serving up summer vacay vibes with every sip. They're not bloody wrong. That's awesome. It's got, can smell a little bit of citrus and a little bit of pineapple. Let me just hang on. Oh yeah, lemon, pineapple. So it's quite juicy. It's using Aotearoa hops. So, and lots of creamy oats. Let's see. You can definitely taste the pineapple. It's not horrible. It's really, really nice. Really good. Really, really good. So, yeah, I'm impressed. Well done, Urbanaut. That's another good beer. This little tarp setup, as long as it's not raining hard and blowing a gale, I think that would suit most camps, you know. Get out and try it. Pardon me. I want to thank Adrian from Mountain Hopper. I'll pop his channel up here. Excuse me, up here or up here. But yeah, it was his little it's his videos that I've seen him use this on, and it's fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Good little setup. It is good in the wind. I think for me, with stealth camping, if I manage to find a flat spot at the bottom of a hill or a couple of hills, I would probably use it there. I mean, I've got a little upgrade that side, and it comes up this side, and I'm in a tiny little divot. It's not that deep, but you know, if it was quite deep and you put the tarp over the top, you wouldn't see it. It would be like it'd be like putting the British Basher up again over the top of a foxhole, or a shell scrape. It would be brilliant. Anyway, I think I might finish my beer, and I'm just going to sit back, and I am just going to love New Zealand. Right, Kiwi, so it's 6:15, feeling peckish. I'm underneath the sort of picnic come cooking structure, if you like. I'll show you that later, but yep, I'm sat there now, got the stream to my right, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna get stuff fired up and ready to go, and I'm gonna start making my tea. I will see you shortly. Right, let's get this popped into these and see what they're like. That's hot. So these little pockets are actually quite good. Let's pop it on there. Let's pop it in there for now. Just make sure it stays still. And then we'll fill this one up too. There's quite a bit in here. That's great. I think it's probably good for two. And if not, I might have to eat them. Might have to eat the rest as is. So let's put some more in the other one. I think I've got room. Yeah, it looks like I've got plenty of room in there. It smells fantastic. I wish you could smell it, guys. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any salad, so I haven't got any salad in there. That's why I've got just beans and corn. So, oh. Right, let's see. Let's give them a taste. Here we have it. It doesn't look the best because it's got no salad, but let's just give it a try and see. Oh my word, the flavours are there. Oh, it's spicy. Got that taco flavour. Oh, I'm so glad I did two. And that chili's starting to kick in. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to finish these, have a clean up, and I'm going to make myself a drink, and I'll bring you back once I've done that. You don't need to see me eating this, but it does look fantastic and it smells and tastes brilliant. Well, that was fantastic. Having a bit of a clear up now, but I need to go down to the river or stream. I'll need to wash, just give my pan a wash. I might grab some more water whilst I'm at it, but that is hot, 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 hot. But it was the gift that kept on giving that dinner. So I had my dinner, and the last one decided it would be fun to burst. So I've got chili down my nice new white shirt. Now I'm picking that this ain't going to come out, so it looks like I'm going to have to buy myself another shirt. Next time I think I'll buy black. Anyway, that was a lovely meal. One last family is just about to leave. See if I can get them in the shot. Just there. They're just there. So they're just about to leave the picnic area, well, campground. Everyone treats it as a picnic area by the looks of it. And then, Kiwis, it's all ours. So it's going to be nice and quiet. Well, that was well timed. So, I'll take this hat off for a minute. Just managed to clear up. And I don't know if you can hear, but the showers have started. So they're a bit later than they were expected, which means that hopefully we'll get some thunderstorms. Hopefully we'll get some thunderstorms a little later. We shall see. So I'm glad I got the tarpaulins set up ready. So that's good. And we just need to now make sure that we stay within the confines of the tarp and stay dry. It's 7:20. It's starting to get, I'm starting to get a bit chilly in the old back, and the rain started. Just dead light. Oh, I'm still drinking this coffee. This hot chocolate is still red hot. Good old thermos. Anyway, I did make some slight changes to the tarp. So I've put a guy line on the middle, and I've pulled it out so that there's more of an angle that way and that way, and it just gives me a bit more headroom here. And I've done the same on the other side, except I've tied it to the wooden railing the other side, and that's given me more coverage. Pitch black out there, can't see a thing, so I've jumped into my sleeping bag, and I've got my bivvy bag on. The wind that's coming through from the bottom I can't feel at all, so this windproof is great. The bivvy's windproof, well, nice and snug. Just dived in. I've got a t-shirt on, I've got the shorts on, I've got a pair of socks on because I do get cold feet. So I'm going to head to bed. If anything exciting happens, I'll let you know. If not, I will see thee in the morning. You all have a good sleep, and I'll see you then. Night, Kiwis. Well, good morning, Kiwis. It's 7:10. I'm still a bit tired. I had to get up a few times in the night. Had a migraine again. It's been pretty bad. Never mind, these things happen. But a lovely sleep. At one point, it was just so hot. It was ridiculous. It was about 20 to 1 in the morning. It was just so hot. So I had to take my t-shirt off. Excuse me. I had to take my t-shirt off and pull the bivvy down a bit so I could get some freedom in my arms and my chest, let some of that heat out. But after that, yeah, it was been good. The rain came through all night in little showers, on and off and on and off, which is actually quite nice, rather than just a heavy downpour. I might have another half an hour and get up about 8 o'clock-ish, and then get packed away. Try and get a cup of tea and some breakfast, and then that will be us. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I've packed up and we're ready for breakfast. Right, Kiwis, that's it for the adventure today. As you can see, I'm back at the car. If you like what you saw, hit that like button up there for me, will you? Help me grow this channel a bit more. I've got a different campsite in mind next time, so I will do that on my next review. If you know anybody that's interested in the camping stuff, or just tell your friends and family, get them to swing on by and have a look, and maybe they can subscribe too. Anyway, I'm going to go. We've got a long drive, got a 2-hour drive back, but I shall see you on the next one, Kiwis. Thanks for joining me. Bye.